Hello everybody and welcome back to the workshop. Really, what I wanted to be doing today is finishing that boot floor and going, look, wow, look at this, it's finished. But unfortunately, while discussing the boot floor after Simon and Billy came to help me, we realised we messed up. So here it is, tacked loosely and sort of just put in place. And you think, oh, it's looking fantastic. Well, unfortunately, Billy found some of the original photos and this corrugation goes the other way up. So the original photos show it goes the other way up, and that is because these were always designed as a utilitarian vehicle. So the idea was always that you would be able to just sort of anything that's spilt in these. If these corrugations were the other way round, you would have these dips and you would be able to just brush things out. So I've got to turn this around if I want it original. So before I get to that and work out what we're going to do and whether I can undo things, make it fit properly, because it doesn't really make the world's biggest difference. It all still fits properly. The place is correct for the tank. It's just it's not going to be as it was supposed to be. And I'd rather it was. I don't like cutting corners. I appreciate this is not a showroom restoration. It's not going to go into a museum. It's a usable vehicle which is done well. That's the idea. But there are always corners we have to cut anyway. So where I can avoid cutting a corner, I would rather not. So I'm going to have a little think about that. But first, a parcel has actually arrived today which could solve another issue, which gets another problem out of my way. Inside this box, which I've been waiting for, is the glow plug module for that BMW, which will mean I can actually find out if it is the glow plug module or if it is something else. So let's get this fitted, rule it out, and then, it's one more thing ticked off the list. Let's see if this solves the problem, because if it isn't this, it's either a wiring issue or worse, is an injector leaking into a cylinder. Okay, stay up. I'll get beaten on the head with that. Do you know what? I've done this once already, I should be able to remember. So it is all the way down behind there. I can't even begin to describe how tedious this is, because I've done it once before. It's that there, this thing there. So, I'll get that out. I think it's a 10mm bolt. Let's see if I can solve this problem on this car, because that would be very helpful. Right, it's in, I haven't got any covers back on. I am missing a bolt which is somewhere underneath. I can sort that out, but it's plugged in. Let's find out whether I'm in a very good mood with this little car or not. Key in, ignition, glow plugs came. Okay, let's try. You gonna start easily? That was I mean, it's not as cold, but that was considerably easier. No rough running. Ooh. And you know what? Nope. No, that is just because it's a little bit warmer today. So that will likely be diesel leaking into a cylinder. Good. So until first thing in the morning, when it's going to be quite cold, I won't really know. There's some sort of positives, some sort of negatives out of all that. So I'm going to have to take that one home with me tonight and hope I can actually start it in the morning if that hasn't solved the problem. But in the meantime, because I've dropped one of the bolts down and it's sat somewhere on the bottom of the engine pan, I've now got to put it up in the air just to find one bolt and put it all back together, because I don't leave things without missing bolts. So let's get to it. That's in, covers on, won't know until the morning whether that solved the problem or not, but always better to put it all back together first. Of course, my issues with this car have nothing to do with the car, it's to do with its history. Those who have joined from the Chateau channel, of course, know or might remember that I bought this for my soon-to-be ex-wife. So there are associated memories with this vehicle. So it's nothing to do with the vehicle that I'm on it. It's a great little car, and I spent loads and loads of money on it. Because obviously when Angelina went back to the UK, you can't drive that in London because of the clean air zones, and she had no use for a car there, so it stayed here, especially as it's French registered. After someone smashed into the front of it, I spent a lot of money trying to put it back on the road, and it's a great little run around. I'm just a little bit meh, and obviously the new lady in my life is not going to want to drive that around for the obvious reasons. So I suppose I'll have to work out what I'm going to do with that once I find out if that is now fixed the problem or not. So now on to the other big problem, the boot floor, which we completely got wrong. So, let's remove that for a second. And that is not actually supposed to be there in yet. So, the issue is that actually this should be the other way up. So this should be, let's do it that way. Now, there are a few reasons that are actually all very clever, and a few problems that go with it. So the idea is that anything will catch into these gullies, so you would be able to literally just sweep the vehicle out. That's just fantastic. So this is actually supposed to go up this way, so this lip is supposed to fit into there rather than the other way around. Obviously, down here, this is now up because we've got a different piece. I can bend that flat because the idea is you can sweep it out and off. However, our problem lies, I will have to now take this central piece out and turn it over because now the access hatch for the tank is now in the wrong place. I'm hoping, based on the way we've cut it all, that that will still be okay. I'm fairly sure I'll get away with these lines and that section. It looks like I should be able to do it. However, it's just a little bit annoying. But that is what restoring cars is all about. Right, so that'll go in that way now. That'll go in that way. We can make that work. All of the sections are corrugated. They do line up. Now we can put it in the correct way round. Good.